Today we have a predestined name for success, which is Nova Rockafeller with her song called Lost Girls. Let's get it.
We were meant to do much, kids in a system that nobody loves. Sitting in bus stations, sun coming up, nowhere to sleep, so we need to find drugs. All we had was us screaming, don't give up. Barely 15, but we had to grow up. Arms full of cuts and nobody to trust. How can you have dreams when you're us? I was always hanging with the lost girls. They're running from the cops, seeing a lot of girls.
This is the same theme, to say the least, that she had in my last reaction, in the last song I reacted from her. Like this rebel teenage girl, she said here, like 15 years old and running from the cops and, you know, popping drugs, which is not ideal for anyone, especially not at that young age. But yeah, but I'm not judging. I'm just saying that these are some stories from her past, right? So.
Can I crash at your house? Nowhere to go, girls. Now the escorts are overdose, girls. Oh,
that's what I said. Yeah.
Things will sell for a little more liquor. Ooh. Now you're homesick for a place that you've never known. Ooh,
you just wish.
All we know is climbing fences in the dark.
This has to do with what I've said in a previous video when I was talking about they wanted us against each other. They give us only bad substances that we can take and get we losing the grip with the reality. We losing what do you call it? We just get in this big chaos and we forget what's real, what's not, what we should do in certain situations or positions, and what we should not do. And this messes up with our heads, and that's what they want us to be, in a chaos, but a chaos controlled by them. So she's no different than that. This is, like I said, this happens in US especially. And what I'm saying in US, I'm saying that because that's the main source. It starts in US and then goes all over the planet. Trust me on that. I've seen that happening even in my country. Like today, these days, my country celebrates Halloween. The fuck has Halloween to do with my traditions, my country's traditions? Nothing. But we do celebrate. Not me though, but people in my country are celebrating it. Why? Because it's a reason for people to get together, get fucked up by drinking and taking, you know, drugs. And that's it. So that's what I'm saying. It starts in US, but it spreads all over the world. They set the tone and then gets over. That's what they want. And that's what's happening. That's why she said you get you get to miss home, which is a place you never had, because you were rebel, you were all over the place, you were crashing to some friends from time to time, but you never had a home for yourself. But you still miss it. You still miss a home. That's why it's crazy. That's why young people
Nowhere to
need...
go but found someone to boo. Someone got drugs, so tonight it's the moon. Got no one to be and got nothing to do. Barely 15 when we dropped out of school. No one to care, nobody to call. Wearing whatever we steal from the mall.
That's why they try to destroy families, because if you have a family, even while you are a teenager, while your hormones were going crazy in your body and pushes you to do things just, I don't know, in spite of your parents, or just because, like I said, your hormones push you to do it. And if you have parents to calm you down and keep you on a sort of a leash while you have these urges, right? You won't end up in a bad situation later on. But if you don't have that, there you go. Gang crimes, I don't know, people go into jail because that's all they know, because of the drugs, because of the hormones and the urges that push them to do certain things that they shouldn't do in a normal life. But yeah, that's what you have.
Lost a few on the way, paint their names on the walls. I swear that it wasn't our fault. I was always hanging with the lost boys, the random from the cops, the lot boys. They're out there selling rocks, popping off boys. Now they're doing drugs, so they got shot boys. Oh, the things you'll do to make time pass quicker.
Yeah, we rushing while we're children. We rushing to become adults, but then we regret that.
All we know is climbing fences in the dark.
Shoplifting, stuff like that.
And all we know is growing up was way too hard. And all we know is we mystery lost in the park.
Yeah, it's a lot of thrill. It's a lot of what you call anxiety. No anxiety. Suspense, right? And you feel great when you're doing things like shoplifting or stuff like that, crazy things, right? But to support what I just said earlier is with the parents and everything. Why do you think you don't go to jail until you're 18? Because you're a kid and you don't know better than what you did, especially when you don't have parents to guide you. Yeah, that's crazy.
And all we know is perfect people that we are. And all we know is climbing fences in the dark. I'm about to do much, kids in the system that nobody loves. Growing up was way too hard. Sun's coming up, nowhere to sleep, so we need to find drugs. As we miss, we lost in the park. Screaming, don't give up. Barely 15, but we had to grow up. We know it's perfect people that we are. Also look us, again you have dreams in your eyes.
For the ones we lost in the park. Okay. It's a good song, but also not a song that you should take as a guidance in your life, unless you taking this as a lesson. Like you've seen other people doing it and it wasn't good, right? And you keep that in your mind and you avoid doing stuff like this. It's a great song, but also has a message. Also, you must see it. If you don't see it, that's a bit of a problem. And you're probably at the same age that she's describing herself being back in the day. So yeah, like I said, this is a great song. I like it. Also, you must see the message in it because it's strong and it's a real message, a real story behind it that happened to one of us, to some people, right? So be mindful of that message. Stay off the streets. Do better for your life. and I have to thank you for watching my videos. See you tomorrow.